Are you wondering if Virgin is the right cruise line for you? Well, it is girls' night at Canopy of Stars, and tonight we're going to be dishing everything about Virgin Voyages. I hope you grabbed your favorite beverage because tonight it'll be me, my best friend since high school, Gina, and my rock star agent with Canopy of Stars Travel, Jessie, and we're talking all things about Virgin Voyage. So let's jump on in.
Oh, Lordy.
Well, like I said, it is girls' night. We're going to be talking all things Virgin Voyages, the good, the bad, the ugly, the absolute hysterical, because there were lots of great things. I'm excited for you to meet my girls. You may have already met Jessie. She is one of our Rockstar travel agents with Canopy of Stars Travel. So if a Virgin Voyage sounds like something you'd like, definitely reach out to her. I'll leave her contact information in the show notes. And then my BFF, Gina and I have been friends. I think she told me it was like 10 years because we're only like 25, I think. That's about it.
Something like that. Yeah. We met when we were 14 and 15.
Yeah. So 10 years. We'll take it.
Wait.
Because otherwise it would be like closer to 30.
35? Yeah, like a lot.
No, not 35. I don't think.
Wait.
We're going to have to do the math.
Hold on.
She's totally doing it.
Jennifer, it's more than 35.
Oh.
How many years is it?
It's like 39 years.
Okay, then we'll have to go celebrate again next year.
Yes.
So there's a little bit of history and there's some water under the bridge there. And we're going to go ahead and let Gina explain the elephant in the room, which is her lighting tonight.
I am in a hotel room and something really weird's going on with the lighting. We tried rearranging it. It just is what it is. And it's fine. Everything's fine.
Well, and it fits because we all met each other when we were on a Virgin Voyage, and it was a Halloween cruise. So it was a whole lot of fun. All right, Jessie, introduce yourself for people who may not know you yet.
Yes, I'm Jessie. I'm from Minnesota. I'm a travel advisor and I specialize in cruises, Europe, Disney, family, all-inclusives, you name it, I can help with it. So I met these lovely ladies on the fantastic Virgin Voyage cruise that we were on, Scarlet Lady, on a very, very spontaneous trip for myself, and just so happened to meet Jennifer. I've been traveling all my life. I've been to 22 countries. I have a goal of getting to 100, and I had always thought about being a travel advisor, and I met this lovely lady and her best friend, and it just clicked. And here we are, like a year later, which is so weird. I can't believe it was almost a year ago. So,
Almost exactly.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
It's crazy. Well, and we actually met Jessie and her mom at Jack's Bar on Grand Turks. Travel's always an adventure.
Yes.
So one of the reasons that we're getting together for this girls' night to talk about all things Virgin is that we're really coming from completely different perspectives. As you know, Gina and I have said we've known each other for 10 years, so we're about 25-ish. Heavy on the ish. And she and I grew up, like I said, together, but we have very, very different views. So I'm very conservative. Gina, I'll let you introduce yourself on that front.
I am not very conservative. I don't know. I don't know how to say that.
I think that's fine.
But yeah, just a little bit. I was a little bit of a party girl, and yeah.
We love it. We love it. Well, I actually am 25. I'm so sorry, ladies. But I went on the Virgin Voyage cruise with my mom. So that was really fun because I got to experience that with my mom. But I'm also someone who loves to go to the nightclubs, which was so much fun on the Virgin Voyage and so different from like anything else that I've ever experienced on another cruise line. And I've now been on 9 different cruises across different cruise lines. So that was definitely an amazing experience for people who are really looking for that nightlife at night.
So if you're trying to figure out if Virgin Voyage is for you, pay attention. Or if you've already been on one, let us know in the comments below, like, what was your favorite thing? Because that's what I want to know. Jessie and Gina, like, what was your favorite thing on the ship?
Ooh.
And we're going to talk activities. We're going to break it into categories. So we're going to start with activities and then we'll go to food.
Okay.
Because that deserves its own category.
Okay. I love it.
Okay, so my favorite thing, and this is such a small thing, I absolutely loved the swings that were up on the deck.
Yes.
I went out there at night and I bet I spent an hour and it had all kind of quieted down. And it was kind of just me and the stars and the sea, and I was just swinging and it felt playful, but it was also like relaxing, and it was kind of like a God universe like moment. That was my favorite. That was my favorite thing.
Was that on your hammock
or anything? But who else has?
That was on your hammock on your
No, it was the swings that are up on the deck, like over by where the PJ party was.
Mhm.
Yeah, the swings. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I love that. Oh, there's too many things because I was
I know, it's
immediately
too
going to
hard,
talk about food, Jennifer.
Well, that's
because
its own category. We're going to talk about it.
I know. Okay, so I did participate in some of the activities, like I did bungee jump or the bungee workout.
You got into that class?
I did. I should send you a video, Jennifer, because it's so funny of me like swinging to the floor. It was so fun. No, the only reason, because my mom and we booked it so last minute, which don't do that. Make sure you're booking in advance because it's super important for like restaurants. I mean, activities. You can always obviously have opportunities to get in, but you have to get to the ship super, super early and onto the ship so you can get on their Wi-Fi and book and plan and everything. So I was like really, really close to the ship and I got Wi-Fi really early in the morning. And then so that's what I did. I was over by the fence, by the rock star, like sign in, and my mom was in line because we had a late check-in, remember?
That's right.
We're doing like a bunch of cleaning of the cruise ship and everything. So
yeah.
my mom was like gonna go into town and hang out, but no, you definitely need to be a planner and your travel advisor. We get to also help with those kind of things like dining reservations or booking tours. So that's something that I also just huge because you want to have your stuff planned when you get on the cruise ship.
You do. Yeah, that was something that we did. We got on the cruise ship late. Well, not on the cruise ship late, but it was more last minute for us as well. And so I know, so we talk about food later. We weren't able to get all the reservations we wanted when we were on the app, but as soon as we got on the ship, the crew members were there and they helped us do everything. So that was really good. I think my favorite activity was the 80s boy band workout class.
That was hilarious. That was so fun.
I didn't do that one. I wish I would have.
Yeah, we did. I think we did NSYNC Bye 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 is what we went and did and learned. So that was really neat. The activities were very different.
So different
than any other cruise ship.
I mean, I was talking to some other girls and they had did like a bar crawl and there was like a bar crawl like contest with like bartenders. I mean, I feel like I've never heard of that on another cruise line. I wish I would have booked it because it sounded so fun. And it was also tailored to like the Halloween experience. So they did like Halloween activities. They had scavenger hunts. They had just
and all the painting, like the art activities. I thought that was really cool.
There's just so much activities and like things that you can do and also lay out on the pool or, go do a workout class. There's just so much to do.
All right.
And there are lots of different types of spaces, which was really nice. So if you wanted to be with a lot of people, you could go do that and be kind of boisterous. But there were also lots of spaces where it was more quiet and subdued and you could just relax and yeah, it's a very well done ship.
Well, and part of the reason they were able to do that is because there are no kids allowed on the ship.
Oh,
no one under 18. And we always think about, okay, so that means there's not going to be kids at the buffet, which Virgin doesn't have a buffet. There's not a single buffet on the ship, which is really awesome. But so kids aren't at the pool, but it wasn't just that. Because they didn't need to dedicate any space to kids, they were able to use that space more creatively for things that adults would enjoy.
Like swings.
Or kids at heart.
Swings, yes.
Or kids at heart. I mean, we can qualify ourselves as for kids
It
at
was
heart.
like that.
So
I felt like
that
I was at summer camp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, exactly.
It was
was
just fun.
Yeah.
It was
Mhm.
fun. Okay, so you brought up the pool.
Mm.
Womp womp. The pool was, and I don't want to give everything away, but Scarlet Night, the pool,
Oh, yeah. On Scarlet Night, it was amazing.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So fun.
During the day,
Yeah.
That is where I did spend most of my time just because I like to
it?
get out. Yes. But I wish I would have done more activities because that is just, I don't know. I mean, it was nice, but I would have rather have done an activity, but I just hung out at the pool and ate sushi all day long.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
no, that sounds like
And
life
some
goals.
cocktails. It was great. It was great.
So what did you think about the pool spacing compared to other cruise lines?
I would say that, I mean, the chairs that they have are super cool. Like they have these loungers, there's these like day beds, so that was cool. But I would say it was somewhat lacking, honestly, in just like the space. Like there wasn't like a band, like there was like it was only music playing, I guess.
Mhm.
I think that was probably one of the biggest lacking things, but there really wasn't like a experience like how they normally do, like on a sea day of, the cruise director, or in this case, the
Right.
drag queen would come out and do a show or something. So I don't know. That was my personal opinion though, but I still liked it, but definitely I enjoyed some other cruise lines, Lido decks, pool decks a lot better.
Okay. So let's get to food because I was blown away. So Virgin Voyages does it completely different than any other cruise line. Like I said, they do not have a buffet anywhere on the ship. Like there are some ships you get on and they've got like, thankfully, I'm actually very appreciative that when you walk in, that like they've got sinks and they're reminding everybody, washy, washy, wash your hands.
Yep.
But they didn't have a single buffet. Everything was prepared fresh. So they did have kind of like a galley area, but it felt more like food trucks.
Yep.
Like you could go to different food trucks, and then the all of what would normally be considered specialty dining on other cruise ships was completely included. And there was everything from Razzle Dazzle, which was vegan, vegetarian forward, although they did have the dirty part of the menu, which had bacon on it. And they had, pink agave, which was Mexican. They had
I didn't get to that one.
Girl,
Mexican
you missed out.
bacon was fantastic.
Dang
It was
gotta go
really
back.
good.
We did the dinner and show instead. I was able to get that, so I was like, I gotta get this. It was
What was
one of
that
the only. It was only one of the only ones that you could book, and you like had to be on the ship or book it very early in advance. And it was dinner and a show, and so they brought you dinner, and there was a show. It was great, absolutely phenomenal. But you miss out on some of the specialty dining. So I was.
So what
satisfied
were
you got
what
it.
was yeah, it was really cool. I think we did that on the day we were at Bimini Beach.
Okay.
I think that was the day we ate there. So what was your
And
favorite restaurant?
They do have, don't they have like unlimited mimosas for brunch at Pink Agave? Or is that Razzle Dazzle?
The Wake.
It's the Wake.
The Wake.
Okay, that one's a great one. And now I'm like thinking about all of the great food. Gosh, I don't know. Gina, what was your favorite?
Okay, well, I had to break it down. My favorite dessert was
Ooh.
that amazing chocolate cake at Razzle Dazzle. Holy cow, it was so good and rich in the texture. Like, amazing. And then my favorite beverage was at the test kitchen. They had a pecan, right? It was pecan, right?
I think so.
Pecan old fashioned. Oh my goodness. It was so
Wow.
good. And then I think as far as like food, like the savory food, probably pink agave, because I got to try all those different, and it's not like any Mexican food you've had before, and the steak was incredible. But even all the little appetizers, we got to do I forget what he called it, but it was like a sampling where we basically got a little of everything. Absolutely do that, because we were having a hard time deciding. And so we just got lots and lots of, it was fantastic.
Yummy.
It was awesome.
But it's hard to choose because everything
It's
was
so hard to pick.
right.
It was.
Gumbo, yeah, that was, yeah.
Oh, yes.
As far as an experience.
So
dining.
That was
different
the
because
best experience.
it was a great experience and so different than like just like your traditional hibachi or teppanyaki that a lot of other cruise lines have.
Yeah, so at Gunbay, if you haven't been on the cruise, they bring you in and it is a community seating. So you sit down and there's like 6 or 8 people and you probably don't know them. And then there are drinking games. I won.
Oh,
And then if you don't want to drink, you obviously don't have to, they'll give you something else, but it's a community building kind of fun game and everybody's yelling Gunbay, Gunbay, Gunbay. And it was a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a whole lot of fun. And I loved Test Kitchen.
It was
Test
cool.
Kitchen.
you didn't do that one either.
It was amazing because they bring out all these different courses, but each course is only one ingredient. So like the first course the night we were there was corn, and it was corn pudding and roasted corn and popcorn. And it sounds bizarre, but it was so good.
Huh.
So I really enjoyed it. And they had a pairing that you could pair cocktails with. I paired the cocktails, the one that was like, it was like a limoncello and ginger. Like it was a lemon and ginger. It was really good. That one was my favorite. And then Gina was very kind and shared her old fashioned, which was wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we had the morning we were getting ready to leave, we actually went and had breakfast. We had 9:00 breakfast reservations at the wake. And so we got to have just this beautiful breakfast before we got off the ship. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not experience the wake for breakfast, but I had the steak. So good. You can never go wrong with a steak on a cruise ship. You can never go wrong.
I want to give a shout out because I've been on other cruise lines where they have the pizza late at night and it's like not particularly good on other ships. And this pizza,
so good.
So
multiple
good.
times.
And it's custom. It's not like you only have 3 choices. Like whatever you want, they make it right there.
Wood fire oven.
Yep.
So good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
My favorite was a pretty fly for a white pie. That one was like,
I don't remember the names of any of them.
well, that one just made me giggle, but it was like an Alfredo sauce and, different kinds of cheeses. It was delicious, but then you could do that and then like add stuff to it. So if you wanted to
because they had
spinach or
everything,
something. Yeah. And you're right. Cause they were making it. Now the line was a little bit long.
I must have gone in a really good time because I just like got in, got my food, and it was nice. So.
Yeah. And they had like grab and go salads you could have with them that were delicious.
And they were good.
Yeah. No, it was fantastic. Oh, and you could eat kind of in the pizza area, or they had like a door open right to the balcony. So you could eat out on the balcony if you wanted.
So good.
It really
We'll take it to go. Yeah.
So good. I also love to bring it back to my room after a little evening in the dance club. And I would turn on the TV and have a little pizza in bed. I'm all about it. And their selection of TV, I'm sorry, on a cruise ship, it's a must. I love it. Their selection of using the TV, and you get this like iPad, so you can use it anywhere in the room. You can lay in your bed. You can put on a little Friends. You can close the blinds from your bed without having to get up and say good night and wake up on a refreshed, beautiful day. So great.
It was, yeah. Now that you talked about the TV, so everything about the ship is completely different than traditional cruising. Like, so there's not one cruise director. There's like a crew. Shout out to CC Fitness. She was the balancer on our ship and she was phenomenal. And then Hope, she was so much fun. She taught the boy band class. So like they're all out having a good time when you get on. And then you go to your room and you've got to do your muster drill. You've got to watch the safety video. That was hysterical because they had
really
all
funny.
the different things. I took video because it was like, okay, 50s doo-wop music, and then it was like 70s, like the Supremes, and then it was like Guns N' Roses. Like, it was awesome. It was the best muster drill and safety drill, like giggling the entire time.
Mhm. For sure.
It was fun. So what other touches like that stuck out to y'all?
Mm,
Okay. So the hammock, like I think people know about the hammocks, but the hammock on the balcony is
lovely.
it's just I don't know why all cruise ships don't do that. You can actually sit and relax and swing and it beats the heck out of the traditional chairs out on the balcony. And you can actually, the way that they have the balcony done, you can actually see out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, I love that.
Mhm. Gosh, I would say the intimate little spaces. I mean, it was fun, like how they had the back patio deck was like a Mediterranean theme. There was little bars, there were just little spaces that it felt like you were never really crowded around people. Now, I will say that that was probably just a very different experience, and I honestly wasn't a huge fan. I like having those big open spaces versus
Do
these
you?
intimate ones. I do. I do. I'm used to those big cruise ships that you can see everything everywhere. So like it was really, really cool. And I loved like how it was laid out and everything. It gets some like getting used to.
Yeah.
But the like once you find a little spot, like I remember like we just hung out at a little bar and like you're in a little intimate space and you can actually talk with people versus like, a band playing. So that was really great too. I think that it's, what are you trying to get out of your vacation?
It was, yeah. So it's built much more like a European cruise ship. So when they build for America, you think about having those big lobbies that go all, 10 stories up and they have the elevator banks. And it's not like that at all. It's
Mhm.
exactly what Jessie was describing. It's kind of those small, intimate places. Yeah, I really liked it. I liked those places. And there were places to go listen to live music. Jessie kind of talked about the show. The shows were awesome.
Incredible. Incredible.
Yeah.
Literally some of the best like performances
Mhm.
I've seen. I mean, it's up there probably with like, Disney's shows are obviously incredible,
Mhm.
but like Virgin's were just almost like breathtaking. Like you were like, wow.
The
How
aerobatic one
that?
was for sure breathtaking. Like it
The
was,
Romeo and Juliet style
yeah,
one?
Yes.
Oh my Lord.
that was
I was in tears by
amazing.
the end.
It was incredible.
It was,
Incredible.
yeah, that one was really good.
Yeah.
Loved that one. Um,
Mhm.
Was there anything that you thought they could improve on? Not just the shows, but anything on the ship. I know we kind of talked about the pool area.
So I know, so my boyfriend, it wasn't on this cruise, but I know that the casino's a really big deal
Loved
for
it.
him. And I would say that if you are a casino person, that Virgin doesn't really, like they have a casino and it's small, but it's not like you think with those great big casinos that they have in some of the other cruise ships. So I would say that if the casino is why you go on a cruise ship, it didn't matter to me at all. I hung out at the bar at the casino one night and made some friends, but yeah, I would say that. Go ahead.
Jennifer, I'm interested to see what you have to say.
Right?
Well, I'm more of an early riser, and they
Okay.
didn't really have a whole lot of activities before like noon. They had a lot of workup classes because they totally believe in
I was gonna
detox
say
and
workout.
retox.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't really want to work out or couldn't get into the classes. And then so there wasn't a whole lot to do. I did go play trivia one morning. I went and played trivia, but that wasn't until like maybe 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning. So it's a little bit later start. I think they know their audience. Their audience is, we're going to stay out a little bit later. We're going to go enjoy ourselves. So they didn't have as much in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Jessie?
Okay. I am so used to having a drink package that it's definitely, if you are having yourselves a time, you could definitely rack up a bar tab very, very quickly. So I prefer having a little bit of a beverage package personally, but it is really nice that if you don't want to indulge very much, you can get literally whatever you want. You can get a beer, $6, a wine, it's very, I feel like, economical versus your $15 drinks on another cruise line. So both perks, both ways, but I personally have always enjoyed a beverage package. That's what I liked.
Very interesting. Very interesting. All
Yes,
right.
maybe that shows my age. I don't know.
No,
No,
I
not
can
at
see
all.
that.
I mean, we got so they do have, if you're not familiar with Virgin Voyages, they do have the bar tab, and you can put money on that, and we're able to secure, like, if you put this much, there's an extra bonus on that. But that can only be used on drinks.
Yep.
That's the only thing. But it's kind of cool because if you want to buy drinks for friends, you can, where on a drink package, you can't.
Yep. It's very true.
That's kind of cool. And they also have something called Sailor Loot, and Sailor Loot can be used for anything on the ship, including drinks. So they're just what do you
I
think
would
like
say
and
that
enjoy?
Where
get
you
those
can use
things
it
and
however.
use it all. It gets donated or whatever.
The bar tab, yeah.
Bar
Yes.
tab or Sailor Loot if you don't use it all. It's use it or lose it, right?
Bar tab is, use it or lose it, and that's the only thing you can use it on. So if you're not a heavy drinker, however, if you have enough,
Buy a bottle.
if you're trying to do it, you can shake your phone while the app's open, and they will bring you a bottle of champagne. So
cool.
that's kind of cool. That was really cool. Scarlet Night. Now, if you have been on a Virgin Voyage and you're dropping comments below, don't give away Scarlet Night, because that was one of the most fun nights I have ever had in my life. And I just want everybody to go and be able to experience it and have the same kind of fun that I had.
Yes.
What did y'all think of Scarlet Night?
Amazing.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Ours was a little different because it had the Halloween costume contest and stuff in it. So I would like to see it
A normal
on a regular Scarlet Night too.
We'll
But we
have to
did
go back.
a lot of the ceremony, like stuff.
Twist my arm. Twist my arm.
Let's go.
Yeah. So when you were walking around so it kind of starts with this ceremony.
Yeah.
And then, well, it's a wedding.
Yeah.
It started
There's
with
a
the wedding.
legend. You'll learn little bits and pieces about the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it kind of starts with that, and then it kind of goes out all over the place, like on the ship. It goes everywhere. And so what you need when you're in those little areas, if you're playing pool or enjoying a drink or karaoke or whatever, when you hear the music change, that means something's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And their performance group was off the chains amazing. They were so good. So what else stuck out about Scarlet Night?
I mean, I don't want to give anything like.
No, you don't want to give anything away.
Jennifer, I just loved watching you have a ball in the pool. Can I just say that?
Yeah. So since she said in the pool, and sorry, we're dog sitting, and the dog is whining outside the door. But here's my tip for Scarlet Night. Wear things you don't mind getting splashed on. Like I looked at Gina. So you get in the pool at one point. Well, some of us did. I just took my socks and shoes off because I was dressed like Dorothy, and handed her my shoes. And I remember saying, I'm never going to have a chance to go dance in a pool again. I'm going. So Jessie and I went and danced in the pool for what felt like, I don't know, 3 hours.
It did.
It did. And it was the most fun. Yeah. So dancing in the pool, and it was so much fun. Like, it was just fun.
Yeah, we got to play. Like, how often do we get to play? And I think part of the beauty of not having kids there, because I love kids, but if there are kids around, I turn on mom mode, preschool director mode. Like, to be able to let loose and play and have fun is such a rarity for me. Like, I don't allow myself to do it. And on this cruise, I got to where I was allowing myself to play, and it is so rejuvenating.
Mhm.
Just go play
Mhm.
and laugh, and yeah.
Lots
I
of
think
laughs.
Other cruises aren't like, I mean, it's I
they're
have
different.
fun. I enjoy, like, I haven't been on a cruise I didn't have fun on, but I'm just saying, like,
I was so sunburnt. That was the only time I
oh,
did
you
not
did get
enjoy.
sunburned. I remember that. Yeah.
I was so sunburnt, like lobster red,
Yeah, I
lobster.
remember that.
It looks
Yeah.
good with your costume though.
Yeah.
30 and flirty and fine.
Brittany.
So true. So true.
Yeah. So final thoughts. Do you think, coming from your point of view, do you think people would go and enjoy it? Who would you recommend it for? What would you tell them to do?
I would recommend a Virgin cruise for someone who is a first-time cruiser. I think that that would be a really great segue into cruising, but it will probably spoil cruising for you because you'll only want to cruise with Virgin. I think that it's really for anyone who just wants to have fun. There's so many different activities. If you're a foodie, if you're, a traveler, you can meet fun people if you like to have nightlife. It's just for everyone, I feel like.
In my mind, I thought that it was going to be, I don't know why. I thought it was just going to be like really hoity-toity. And actually, I think if you're hoity-toity, you probably aren't going to have a great time. Like, I feel like it's a great cruise line to go and have good, playful,
Mhm.
fun, enjoy amazing food. You
Mhm.
can dress up, but you don't have to. Like, we saw a little of everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I think any age group, like, I don't feel like there's obviously over 18. I would say I would want to be 21 though, because of the drinking anyway.
Yeah.
Because if you're 18 to 21, I'm not sure what, I mean, not that you have
Normal
to drink
stuff.
fun.
Bachelorette parties.
Oh my gosh,
Bachelorette
yes.
party would be amazing.
That would be a fantastic one. Girls trip, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would even say even a bachelor party. Like the guys could go. I know it's girls' night. I know we kind of said that.
Well, we saw that group of dudes in the overalls.
Oh yeah. I would, because I'm so conservative and I had heard all the stories, which may or may not be true. I was kind of nervous to go, and I was like, okay, as a travel advisor, I need to go so that I'm educated so I can take good care of my clients as well. And that's why I grabbed Gina. I was like, let's get two different point of views. And I've got to tell you, it's my favorite cruise line. Like I was shocked. I was convinced I was gonna be like, I'm not gonna do this. Like, this is crazy. This is, this is not my vibe. And it's really whatever vibe you want to make it.
Mhm.
And like I said, I felt like I was at camp. That playful energy that Gina's talking about, where you can really let loose and you don't have to worry because everything is right there. The crew is amazing.
And you can get to know them.
Oh yeah.
Like,
that's different.
Like
They're so talkative.
Yeah.
They love to talk.
And like really get to, like, it's different from other, yeah.
Yeah, because they are like, they are allowed to talk and interact with the sailors. So if there's like somebody that you thought, oh my gosh, I really want to talk to this person, and they happen to have time, you could say, hey, do you want to go have lunch together?
Yeah.
Okay. I am sure there are rules about other things with relationships that they cannot do. But to like go have lunch, we could have invited them and had said, hey, Cece or Hope, can you guys come have lunch with us? And there's some of the best crew out there because most of them are coming from other cruise lines with experience, or coming with experience from other cruise lines. And they're coming from cruise lines like Disney, which we know for having such a high service level. And they are staying with Virgin because they are noticing the same differences, but they're seeing it from their side, whereas we're seeing it from the sailor side. So it was fantastic. It was fantastic. All right, girls, we're going to have to go again.
Yes.
We'll get it scheduled. If you think you would like to join this group on a Virgin Voyage, just leave a comment below. And when we get a group going, we will definitely let you know. Also, again, you can reach out to Jessie because she, like I said, she knows everything about Virgin. She'll be able to help you get onto the ship, get a great place to stay, get the cabin you want. And she's got all the tips and tricks to get into the bungee cord class and the dinner and show that you've got to be there. She knows the tips to get you there. And if you think you might enjoy being a travel advisor and really having a laptop lifestyle where you are traveling the globe and helping people realize their vacation dreams, definitely leave me a comment below. I'll leave some information in the show description. Until next time, I wish you well. I wish you safe and happy travels, and I can't wait to see you under a canopy of stars. Bye.